Hello, the Bruce's Roos here, and welcome back to Golden Sandbox, where I aim to push the limits of the sandbox that is Sea of Thieves. A few months ago, I heard a story of a woman who through a series of trades was able to trade a paperclip all the way up to a house. I was absolutely amazed by this feat, and always loved that haggling and negotiating is an aspect of Sea of Thieves. So today, I begin a new journey. Starting with a banana, the Sea of Thieves equivalent of a paperclip, I will work to trade my way all the way up to the closest thing to a house in Sea of Thieves, being a chest of legends. To make things more interesting, I added some rules into the mix that I must follow. Rule 1. I would start with a banana and have to trade up for the chest of legends. I'd start with pocket items like banana, to coconut, to pomegranate. I'd eventually get up to meat and fish, and would at one point start dealing in smaller loot before eventually getting to my chest of legends. Rule 2. I cannot trade with the same pirate twice and only one pirate per crew. Rule 3. My boat's barrels must remain empty at all times. Lastly, Rule 4. In addition to the item I'm trading, I can offer my services of assistance. My journey today began at Ancient Spire Outpost, where after emptying my boat, I sailed off to look for a boat. I raised the Reaper's mark so all other ships on the server had the ability to see me on their maps. I also immediately killed myself to check out if there was any action on the Ferry of the Damned. While the ferry is very limited in what you're able to do in Sea of Thieves, you are able to make trades with pocket items. If I could find the right person at the right time, I could make an easy trade on the ferry. With the ferry remaining clear for now though, I returned back to my boat and soon after saw a sloop off in the distance. As I approached them, I realized that they had also raised their Reaper's mark. I did not anticipate this. They probably thought I was looking for a brawl when really I was just looking to trade away this banana. Hello, I'm in the water. I did not come to fight. Hello. Hello. I have a proposition for you. I have a question. Oh, you're shooting at me. As I approached the sloop, using language that I thought would appeal to the game's player base, I was happy to see he was immediately willing to work with me. Do you want to make a trade?
What trade?
What trade? So I have a banana, and I would like for you to trade me a coconut for the banana. Are you interested in trading me a coconut for your, a coconut for my banana? See, I have a lone banana. You don't have a coconut. While he didn't have a coconut on him, he agreed that we'd go to Snake Island nearby to retrieve one. I was 10 minutes in and already about to make my first trade. Like, had I vastly underestimated how tedious and lengthy this process could be? Snake Island was loaded with fruit. There's 3 pineapples here, so that's pretty cool. But I don't need pineapples, I'm looking for a coconut.
Eating a coconut.
Oh, awesome.
We have plenty of coconuts.
Alright, here, you come trade first. You come take the banana, and I'll take the coconut. Hey, thank you so much. What a kind pirate. My first trade was in the books. With coconut in hand, and both his ship and mine sporting the Reaper's mark, we'd managed to attract the attention of another nearby ship. Wow, another trade opportunity already, I thought. So I swam out to them, but they ignored my attention-seeking tactics. Ahoy! I'm in the water. Hello, I'm in the water. I'm looking for a big trade. Please don't sail away. Hello. And aimed to fight my pirate friend instead. I saw what my new friend had done to my own mast. I thought, he's probably gonna kick their butt, in which case I'd be able to meet them on the ferry. I died, and sure enough, soon they came through. Ahoy, ahoy, hello, hello. I'm the one that was in the water, hello. Are you interested in making a big trade with me? I have a coconut and I'm looking for someone to trade me a pomegranate. Do you have a pomegranate? Okay, I'll be here. Come back for me, okay? Nothing. I returned to my ship with still just a coconut as I decided I'd set out to see if I could find a ship that could be more responsive. Off in the distance at Mercy's End Fortress, a sloop was working on completing the fortress. I approached, immediately communicating my intentions and setting up why I was there. you want to make a trade with me. No, no, no. You don't need to run. You don't need to run. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're good. You're good. You're good. No, don't worry. I just want to trade. Do you have a pomegranate? Do you have a But this guy did everything in his power to run. He bolted. He was out of there. He scuffed up his boat on the way. Like, was I really that scary? I don't know. I felt like a monster just trying to make a friend. They were long gone, leaving me alone on the fort. I had heard footsteps, though, and a merm pop up. It wasn't mine. My boat was right there, so someone else was here. I asked around, and finally, he showed his face. Ahoy! Hello! Hello! How are you? Are you willing to make a trade with me? I need a pomegranate in exchange for my those are bananas. That's coconut. Where you store the pomegranates. There's got to be one in there, right? What do you think? Oh. Hello. Oh. Banana. I realized I was talking to a brick wall. I don't know what he was doing. He was going barrel to barrel. I have no clue why. The man could only hold so much food. So I completed the fortress for him, quite literally behind his back. With no thanks, he boarded my boat, unsneakily. Coconut. Please do not pull up my anchor. Hello. Did you log off? Where'd you go? My next interaction would be with another sloop, this time to the far north in the wilds. Surely, once I caught up to them and explained what I was after, they'd be willing to help, right? Ahoy! I'm looking to do a big trade. I want to trade a coconut for a pomegranate.
No. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so I followed on their tail, because they could only get so far without eventually having to make the big trade. While following them, I began to feel discouraged. I had made my first trade in a matter of minutes, however the second trade was proving difficult. An hour had passed already, and in past experiences I had struggled to simply find other ships to interact with. That wasn't the issue this time. Instead, it was just getting other people to trust me. You know, we've all been on the receiving end of a blind side in this game, so I couldn't blame so many ships from running from me and being scared. I wasn't the monster, though. The game was. It was my job to tame it, to show them that the game is not that scary of a monster. You just have to know how to handle it. As the sloop ahead made right turns and left turns, tried to outmaneuver me, I slowly gained on them. When finally, my big moment came. Would I be able to convince them to make the trade? Would I be one step closer to that chest of legends? Would I get a pomegranate? All of this and more will be found out next time on Golden Sands Box.